Well, good day and a beautiful fall, early winter sort of sunny November day. This week's issue of View from the Top, we're going to be seeing Dr. Tonya Milligan, who has a lot to say about our school system as a superintendent. So stay tuned. I think you're going to enjoy what she has to say. See you in a minute. Good day to you. This is Chuck Cameron from Oxford Community Television in the place where a lot of really good school business stuff is done. And Dr. Milligan, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate
Chuck.
it.
Yeah, love
Always
it.
good to see you again.
Always good to see you.
Nice place you got here.
Thank you.
I appreciate the sun.
Yeah, it is kind of nice.
It's,
It avoids the winter blahs.
It's true. Well, look, winter's coming, but before it gets here, a couple of things I'd like you to teach us about, if you would. Number one, the voters spoke and the millage, which you were hopeful would pass, didn't pass. Can you give me a little summary of what next steps you have to look at and plan for in that change? Because I'm sure that wasn't what you were hoping would happen.
Right, yeah, of course. The outcome isn't what we were hoping. You know, what we do and how we do it is all for the kids. Yep. And so, you know, there's a disappointment in a sense that we failed our students by not ensuring that we were able to get these passed. So, you know, it's a great opportunity for us to be reflective and get additional information. And so one of the things that we're doing just to be reflective and find out, you know, what happened, what didn't happen, how can we, you know, approach it differently or better, is we're going to do a listening tour. We'll be sending out postcards to all of our constituents. And it gives them 3 options to give us some feedback on, you know, ways in which they were informed or not informed, what influenced their vote. So the first way is you get a postcard. It has a link, it has a QR code that takes you to a survey that it's super short, couple of questions that you can fill out. The second one is in person in our community of the whole on December 9th, which is from 6 to 7 o'clock at the middle school. You know, all individuals are welcome to come. Please give us feedback. We want to do better. We want to provide, you know, the information that is helpful. So there's that. And then on the 11th, December 11th, we'll have the same listening session on Zoom. So we'll have a Zoom link that we send out to people. So we have 3 opportunities to get additional information, and then we'll take that data and get a better understanding of what our approach can look like when we do decide to move forward with whichever millage. I mean, the operating millage is pretty much required by state law. If we don't get that passed, it really is going to be severely problematic for our students.
What does severely problematic actually mean? Will there be a loss of revenue to the school district because of that vote?
Right. So as we shared in our information leading up to the vote, the operating millage is state law. And so in order to get a fully funded foundation allowance for each and every student, the state requires 18 mils to come from the businesses. So right now we're significantly lower than that. But as of next year, that's done. Like the December of next year, that operating millage is no longer in effect. So we'll no longer receive any of that money, which would create a deficit of up to $7 million. So
it goes from what you would hope to get to match, so the state money comes, to now less than that, to zero, which is a fairly precipitous drop.
Right. And so that would have deep and severe program impacts, which is not what any of us want for our students. So I want to make sure that we understand, you know, what we can do effectively, what information we can provide, you know, what structures we can put in place so people are well informed. You know, as I mentioned, this is state law. This isn't the district saying, hey, we're going after this just because we want it. We're going after it because the state says, if you want your students to be fully funded, you have to have this millage in place. So hopefully the feedback will enable us to do a better job.
Got it. All right. Well, we will root for you, as you know.
Appreciate it.
Let me slide sideways for a minute. You and I spoke last year several times about the strategic plan that was developed and then is being implemented. What's that mean for maybe 2026 as far as, what are the folks who are watching need to know about what's that strategic plan going to do for the teachers, administrators, everything else?
Well, the number one thing a strategic plan does is gets everybody rowing in the same direction.
Yep.
Right? Because education is vast and how you can do things can get really, there's so many options.
Yep.
But if, half the people are doing this option over here, the other half, you're just not going to move forward with fidelity. And so the strategic plan gets us all rowing in the same direction. We have some very robust metrics that we're trying to meet in different goal areas. We have a data dashboard on our website to be able to show our progress in our goals. So it's really making that forward and public facing, what we're doing, how we're doing it, how it's going to improve learning outcomes for students. And it just provides a robust structure to everything that we do. And it's really great because our staff, when you're talking to them, they're really getting in the habit of saying, hey, this is goal 2 in the strategic plan. This is goal 4 in the strategic. It's so natural how that's working out, and even community members are beginning to pick up that language. So that's kind of the point. It just gets everybody on the same page, helps everybody understand where we're going and how we're getting there. And it was a robust process to even put it in place, and community members and staff and everything. So it's really a great tool.
So then, next year, we're 26 here, which is crazy. 2026, wow. How might that affect things in a different way than if it was talking about 2024? How would teaching or administering look in 26 than it does in 2024?
Right.
You just have a few goals instead of 50? Is that
Correct.
the primary thing?
So we're looking at efficiency, we're looking at effectiveness, and in terms of instruction, we're getting everybody on the same page on what they're doing and how they're doing it in terms of instructional practices. So the instructional vision, the portrait of a graduate, those components are going to work together to ensure that everything is in alignment. Everything we do, everything we say is in alignment. And again, if everyone's going in the same direction, the likelihood that you're going to get there is significant, as opposed to, everybody's in 20 different directions.
I'm smelling a Dan Campbell-esque approach to life. I'm the coach, and this is how we're going to win. Let's get on the board. We're all going the same direction. It's just saying
Exactly.
Somebody has to say, we're going in this direction.
Right.
That's strategic.
And collectively, we've said together that we're going in a specific, it wasn't just me coming in saying this is what we're doing. It was everybody, this is what we want for our, for our kids.
Cool. We like those kids.
Oh, we love them.
One last thing, it's winter's coming up. With a break coming, I'm sure kids are going to be very sad that they don't have to go to school for a few days.
Terribly sad.
Yeah. What's winter like? Are there any new things going on? Are there any new programs happening in the winter time? Or is it just status quo based on that famous strategic plan?
Yeah, so, we're really leaning into goal 3 for our strategic plan, and that's really about staff empowerment. So you'll see more emphasis on supporting staff. I don't know when this will be on air, but I'm sending a letter home to staff, to all of our staff for Thanksgiving, just to uplift them and let them know we care about you, we think about you, we are doing everything in our power to support you, and you'll continue to see that. And of course, we can't enter winter without talking about snow days.
We do have to talk about snow days.
People do love their snow days, so we'll see what winter weather comes our way, but I know that brings great joy to people.
It's a lovely place to live out here because the snow squalls often kind of blanket us. So it's one more reason to live in Oxford.
That's right. It's beautiful.
I want to thank you always for taking time. We know you have several plates in the air at the same time, but we appreciate it. We hope you have a successful plan for the future. Bless you.
Thank you, Chuck.
It's been fun.
Always.
So here I am in the school district offices. I haven't been in the principal's office in a long time, but it's always a pleasure. We appreciate your interest in the school system, and we hope that when they ask for your opinion on things, you'll take part. It's important for our kids and our community. Till next time, Chuck Cameron, Oxford TV, saying, have a good day. Lovely.
In today's digital world, it's hard to know who to trust. Your local TV and radio stations bring you the facts. Misinformation and deep fakes flood social media, but broadcasters deliver verified and accurate news. For news, emergency updates, sports, and entertainment, turn to your local stations. Text TV to 52886 and urge Congress to support the vital local journalism broadcasters provide.
Good day to you. It's beautiful out here. I think every November day won't be like this, but today it is. So we are View from the Top. As you know, we are headed into the township offices to meet with Jack Curtis, our township supervisor. He's got a lot of interesting things to say, but one of the things we want to ask him about is, what is all this? It seems like there used to be a Oxford Township sign here, and it looks like there's some new plans for new signs. So we'll have to see that and new information on a lot of other fronts. So stay tuned for View from the Top from Oxford Community Television. Good day to you all. Chuck Cameron here, down in the basement of the township offices. I've never been here. Jack, thank you for taking time to talk with us and showing us a very new thing. So first of all, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Chuck.
Yep. What's going on here? We're in the basement. It didn't used to look like this, did it?
No, it didn't. It was an old dirt floor addition when they built the township hall upstairs.
Sure.
With our expansion of the sheriff's substation, we had taken over the storage areas for the clerk, the treasurer, and the building department. And we also needed a conference room specifically secure enough to have absentee ballots in, securing the voting equipment, another meeting place, because we do hold quite a few meetings, and our conference rooms were getting overboard. So what we did was we took a vacant space, we put 3 storage areas in it, we put a bathroom, and we've equipped it so that you can hold meetings down here with audio visual equipment.
And you can get in and out of the doors easily.
You can get in and out of the doors right now. We did not expand the parking lot at all because that's a lot of money. So we can utilize that, and then the elevator to come down. So we're ADA compliant.
Excellent. Got it.
Everything works there.
Okay, got to think about those futures.
Yes.
When we can't take the steps anymore.
Yes, you do. I do.
So you got 76 balls in the air at any one time. I know that. Give us a sense for the things that you think are most important for our community to know about. What's on your top of your list that you'd like to talk about today?
Now, we start projects thinking about them, and government's so slow sometimes because of the procedures, the policies, the approvals and things. We're wrapping up several safety path improvements. There were some areas that were in dire need of repair. You know, roots grow through it. Somebody excavates for a driveway and it needs repair. So before the asphalt plants here close, just before Thanksgiving, we're getting the final paving done. You'll notice the company tore it out, and they should have all that done. We got all the safety path brush cut back, cleared back for this year. You know, we ask our residents if they can help, you know, if they see branches out in front of their house, to cut them down, because you're going to pay for it now or pay for it later. And a couple snips of some loppers. I know I go out, Curtis Wright goes out, we go out and we see it, we fix it, but sometimes we just have to do a major, and we completed that this year. We've had a lot of bidding for some future work, and by future work, we are doing a water main connection from about Brookfield to the Sandy Shores subdivision on Sanders Road. So we're going to be looping the water main. There's an end to it over in Sandy Shores, and there's an end over here. Well, we're going to loop it. What that does is it causes equal pressure water movement continuously. So we're going to get that done. In conjunction with that, to save money on a safety path, we're putting it in at the same time we put the water main in. So we're going to extend the safety path from Brookfield all the way to Sanders Road.
Got it. So that's right up in my neck of the woods. That would
Yes,
be good.
it is. You know, our end goal is to get a safety path out to Seymour Lake Park. so the people in the village and all ends of the township can reach that park.
Safely.
I live on the east end of the township, and that's at Bar Road and Lakeville Road. Well, we'll have a safety path from one end of the township almost to the other end.
Really? That's terrific. That really is.
So CJ, our grants and communications manager, is seeking some TAP grants to.
Look for money.
Oh, yes, sir. We always look for that.
I can imagine those safety paths are lovely and very expensive.
They are. They're very expensive. We don't have a millage. How we get them done is through either grants or developers or contributions.
Well,
to
we
the
cheer
Safety
on
Path
CJ
Fund.
for his efforts there. Yep.
Exactly. One thing we do want to finish up before the end of the year, our township sign out in front. Our township sign was in dire need of repair.
Okay.
14 years of weather,
Yep.
the selected material used at the time probably wasn't as reliable as what we're using now. And the cracking, the mortar separation and joint, we couldn't just throw some caulk on it and paint it and make it last, because those repairs would have cost us almost as much as a new sign. So adding a little to it, we will now have an electronic messaging sign. So we can change the message, change your smoke detectors, Seymour Lake celebration, the library fundraiser.
Just remind people of what's going on.
DDA soup stroll, whatever, we can remind people of what's going on.
Excellent.
Exactly. So we'll get that done. As you can see out in the front, it's they just put the stone face on it. The electrics all ran, and they should be back within the next week or so and finish up the sign. Exactly.
Right. One of the things that I've noticed on Drainer Road, it used to be sort of a sleepy dirt road down there. Looks like in the future there will be lots of developments going on down there. It's kind of an expanded area for the township. Is that correct?
Well, the zoning for residential is on that end of town. That's where our R1, R1A, and yes, there are developments planned. There are 2 being built right now and 2 more being considered. They have to go through the engineering process, reviews at the Water Resources Commission, traffic studies. All of that has to be completed.
Back to that government stuff you were talking about.
Yeah, back
Lots
to that.
of steps.
Exactly. All of the I's have to be dotted and all the T's have to be crossed before they can even make application. But we still have to plan for all that coming down the line.
Well, we like it here. Those of us who live here enjoy being rural. So we like development because that brings in money to the towns, but we don't want to spend a lot of time looking like Troy.
Well,
so you folks work to keep that balance, I think.
Our master plan does have many, many, many acres of agriculture, small farms, 10 to 20 acre farms, northeast quadrant, northwest quadrant. But the previous zoning for 30 years has been a residential, pretty much Drainer Road, east and west.
Got it. It helps. All right.
Yeah. One other project we are working on completing, the restoration needs to be done, the final grade out there at Mount Pleasant Cemetery. That's the cemetery that was donated 100-some years ago up on Baldwin Road, north of Oakwood. When that was put in and paved a lane, no one knew that there would be that much need to have turning around and funerals. Well, now as we're getting at that requirement, it's the easy way of putting it, I guess. There's a want, need, and a desire for burials out there, so we just paved an additional lane to make ease of parking instead of parking on the grass.
You mentioned to me before we went on that the township owns 4 cemeteries.
We do.
I don't.
The township
I'm sure I didn't know
maintains-
that.
Yeah, we own 4 cemeteries. That's on Burdick Street, we have the north side. On Burdick Street, we have the south side. Mount Pleasant is on Baldwin, north of Oakwood. And then we have the cemetery we call the North Oxford Cemetery. That's on North Oxford Road, just south of Oakwood Road.
Okay. Got up there.
Up in the northeast quadrant.
Got it.
Exactly.
Excellent. Right.
That was donated. I know this one. That was donated by the Hickmonts.
Got it.
So it's been around for quite a while, and
Excellent.
yes.
So look, we love coming here. We love seeing all the work that you and your teams do to make this a great place to live. Any messages to the folks for the holidays about safety or about taking care of themselves?
You know, common sense. That's what I can tell everybody. I tell my kids, common sense. I've told them 1,000 times, don't touch the stove. Don't touch the stove, it's hot. Well, go ahead, touch it. They burn their hands, right? Well, we can only say it so many times. Check your smoke detectors. Check your water in your Christmas tree. Don't overcook your turkey. Don't deep fry in the garage. We continuously say those messages, but you know, we have to listen and act. We are trying to build efficiencies into the township, and hopefully we can continue to improve what we have, monitor what we grow, following the master plan, and allow Oxford to be a great community to live in.
Jack for president. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Jack.
It is always a joy to hear your passion for this goofy community of ours, which we really love.
You know, stop in anytime. Don't go on Facebook and start talking nonsense. Don't, you know what? Come on in. Call us. Come on in. We have meetings all the time. You have to follow the ordinances as we grow. There's a demand for growth, and we have to do it properly. We can't do wrong things for one and allow everybody else to do wrong things. So, sure, to you it might not make sense, but use common sense, follow the ordinances, and we'll be good.
Excellent. From your mouth to everybody else's ear. How's that? All right.
Yeah.
Well, for Jack, this is Chuck saying we hope you have an excellent day, and we're all lucky to live in the North Oakland world that we do. Take care. Chuck Cameron back with the view from the top. I'm sitting in the office of one of my favorite people in the town, Bryan Cloutier, for the library. Thank you, Bryan, for taking a few minutes to talk with us today.
Oh, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure to have you.
It's a good building here, sir. Okay, it's winding down, the year is winding down. The things that I wondered if you could talk to us briefly today, we've got about 8 minutes, are first of all, Oxford news and events, the things that are going on at the library that our community should know about. Can you focus any one or two or three of them so people know what's up?
Sure, I can do that. We have a great lineup of programs. Of course, I'm biased as the library director, and I get credit for a lot of that, but truth be told, it's really a team of people behind the scenes that make that happen. I think the highlight of what we have coming to kind of kick off America 250 would be the Michigan in the Civil War exhibit from the Detroit Historical Museum.
Oh, it's coming up here?
That will be here in the first quarter of 2026.
Excellent.
And then we have all kinds of programs that are scheduled around that exhibit. We also simultaneously will host the Oakland County in the Underground Railroad exhibit. That exhibit will be on loan to us from the Birmingham Museum in Birmingham.
Cool.
So there are two, I think, very good, they tell a story that kind of brings America 250 to light. And the issues that we've dealt with over the years in our evolution of the country. And so it's great to be able to host those two exhibits here. Now, the Michigan and the Civil War exhibit we've had before. It's been a number of years. We had it coming out of COVID. And really, it's a spectacular exhibit that not a lot of people got to benefit from because we were open again, closed again. It was just kind of messy at that time. So we decided that to kick off America 250, we would bring that exhibit back.
When will that be here?
It's the first quarter, so January, February, March of 2026. And then all of the programming that's in the current catalog also coincides with that.
That's right.
So we have like a
Current catalog.
Yeah. So we have a speaker that's going to be doing a Abraham Lincoln reenactment. We have the local Northeast Oakland Historical Society Museum that will be working with us too. Both Drew Holt and Jim Latola will be here to talk about the Civil War soldiers that are buried in the cemetery here, and a lot of other programs that are going to be really cool, I think, associated with that too.
So for people who haven't taken advantage before of some of the good stuff at the library, y'all come on down. It's a great place to visit. Now, personal question, is the fireplace going?
I turned it on just for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
No, the rule of thumb is that the fireplace generally is turned on within the first snowstorm that we get, or the week of Thanksgiving, whichever comes first.
Yep.
In this case, it's kind of been off this week, but I did turn it on this morning. So yeah, it's on.
It's one of my, as I've said many times, there's nothing quite like personal. Coming in, grabbing a book off the shelf, sitting at the library, or sitting at the fireplace in those comfortable chairs, and just enjoying a little quiet time, leave the phone in the car.
Well, in gearing up for the next holiday season that will come shortly thereafter is the sleigh that we typically have in the circulation lobby. We'll be pulling that out, getting the tree up, and really getting ready for our next major holiday. So,
It's a good time.
yeah.
Okay. 26 is going to be a big year, 250 years of time as a nation. And you have lots of plans, rolling exhibits, I'm sure, different things that are in here. People need to contact this to find out what's going on, right?
Yeah, you can either look in the newsletter that is generally mailed to all of the homes in our direct service area, but also a copy of that electronically is available on our website as well. Right. So, and all of the registration for those programs can either be taken care of by calling the adult reference desk or any of the other children's or the teen services desk, depending on the program. And likewise, you can also visit our website and view our calendar of events, and you can register right through the website too.
Bryan, thank you again. It's always good to talk with you. Anything else we need to catch up with before we let you get back to work?
Not that I can think of. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's coming forward in the new year. It's going to be a busy year. We're winding down the 100th anniversary year for us as we kick off the 250-year anniversary of our nation. Yep. So it's those two things together, one up against the other, is certainly keeping the library very busy. Yeah. But that's what we do. That's what we're in the business of doing. We're here to serve our community. We're here to uplift people within the community. We're here to provide a better quality of life for people in our community. And by and large, we do feel the support of this community, or of this from this community for the library, and we're very grateful for that.
Well, you make this place, you and a team, make this place a place to celebrate where we are. Oxford and this North Oakland County's area is pretty special, and you make that visible for us, so thank you.
Well, I guess, I know the last time we talked about the 100th anniversary. Yep. I'll just share with you that since then, we were able to put together our box set for the 100th anniversary, and I don't know if you've had a chance to see it, but I will show it to you. This is our 100th anniversary gift set that we are giving to individuals who contribute to the endowment in the amount of $500 or more. And they will receive this as our way of saying thank you. So it is branded with our 100th anniversary labeling on it. And then inside, we also have the blue tumbler with our logo and branding on it. Very and nice. On the back side, it does say, "Transforming tomorrow, preserving our past, enriching lives today."
I've read that somewhere.
Yeah, and these are nice because they fit under Keurig and they're very easy to hold on to. And then we worked with Pewabic Pottery in Detroit as well. And during that venture, we were able to create the 100th anniversary tile as well. So it's just something special, I think, that kind of brings our rich history together in a positive way. And something we're very proud of. So
we have a lot to celebrate, don't we?
We absolutely do.
Indeed. Well, thank you, Bryan.
Thank you.
Good to see you again, my friend. And well, Bryan, this is Chuck saying, come to the library. It's a really good place, and the fireplace is going to be coming on soon, right?
It's on.
It's on.
It's
okay.
on.
All right.
Yeah.
Till next time, you from the top says, have a good day. That was this issue of View from the Top this week. We hope you enjoyed it. Just Jack Curtis to talk about what's new in the township, at least discussion with Bryan Cloutier about what's happening in the library, and then talk about our school servants. hope this week you'll enjoy a view from the top. Until next time, Chuck Cameron, XCTV. Have a great day.